Alright, what's going on, everybody? Underground Sports. We have two brand new discs by Scott Stokely. We have a overstable mid-range, pretty good pop to it. The thermoplastic Cardinal, and it's a 177. And then we also have his putter and approach disc, which is the Wren. It's at 175. Pretty, fairly in between stiff. It's not a super hard putter. It's got some flex to it. Pretty grippy though. These are two different plastics. This is the Stratoplastic, like I said, a little harder, and this is a little gummier. It kind of reminds me of some of the Lone Star stuff. And this is the thermoplastic. So we're gonna give them a shot, and we're gonna see how we like them. Pretty stable. It's pretty stable. I like it. Kind of reminds me of my MD1 a little bit, or MD3. Reminds me of my MD3. And then we got the approach and putt disc. I like that a lot. That putter throws pretty well. I put a lot of torque on it for what I normally throw in. It held it, so we're gonna throw it downhill now, and we'll get a couple shots with it, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. Based on those first throws, I like the putter already. I'm not sure about the Cardinal yet, only because when I throw mids overstable, I really want them to go pretty straight and just dump at the end. This is like my MD3 where it just gradually, you just let it go flat, but it just gets to a hyzer real quick, but it holds well. I'm one of those players who I'm used to bowling, so I'm up, down the lane, and then take off at the end, and that's how I like my mid-ranges. My DGA Quake is a good example of that. If I want anything more than that, then I'm going just like an 03 or 04 anyway. I believe this is an 02, so maybe it takes some beating in to get it the way I like it, but just a food for thought, on how I throw and why my opinion might not be as good as what you guys think it is. We're gonna throw it again though. Let's see, maybe I get a different result. I just hit my wife's car. So our field's not getting bigger, and they keep building fences for me, but they're not tall enough, they're not big enough, there's not enough of them. Good thing our alarm didn't go off. But yeah, that thing's stable. I got to fly flatter for longer on that one, which is nice. I really don't know the numbers on it. If it's a 03, then it's flying perfectly the way it should. If it's a 02, then it's just a little more stable than I like. Almost hit her car 2 for 2. Yeah, I like the putter a lot. It feels so good. I'm almost half tempted to rip a basket out and throw a couple putts at it to see how I like it. I feel like that should be what I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This might be a really, really good putter, actually. I'm not making those consistently. gonna say that should have been it. Alright, I'm gonna say I'm really happy with the Wren. Just such a good putter, actually. I got a lot of video of it. I'm not gonna put all the good stuff, I'm not gonna put all the bad stuff, but 15 feet, I was perfect. I think I had one chain out, which I have one layer of chains. They're not the best baskets. It's just an old basket hand-me-down. Around 25 to 30 feet, also only missed like one or two, and I think they were chain outs. Now, anything outside of like 40, I was having trouble getting it in the basket. I hit the top a couple times, hit the cage, and then kind of just started getting a little wily from there. I'm going to chalk that up to operator error, because if something's almost perfect within 15 to 30 feet, and then I get outside of that, that's just lack of skill, and I'm okay with that. But Scott Stokely, this is a great disc. The mid-range, like I said, it's probably not perfect for me, but anybody who likes a disc that, well, one, throws harder than me, two, likes a disc that just has a constant fade, it's a good draw. It's good. It's just not something I like to use personally. So if that's something you like I said, if you like the MD3 or something similar to that, that's a great disc. The Cardinal is awesome. So cool disc. Thank you, Scott Stokely, for coming out with some new plastic to try. And I can't see it the way can't. Thank you, Scott Stokely, for coming out with new discs to try. And I can't wait to see what you come out with next. Have a good day.